What's up, people? I'm back. Just got a gauge through the mail. It's an Air Zenith 220 psi digital air pressure gauge. I got it on my workbench here. I must say it's a nice gauge. The packaging of it was nice. Came in this nice Air Zenith box. Labeling up top what it is, the size. Actually has a cutout window so you can see the gauge inside the box. There's the gauge. It's got like a tinted lens on it. There's the pressure sender, which is nice. It's got the two poles on it, which are you unscrew them, screw them back up, tighten down your wire. It also came with this bezel. It's like a visor to keep the sun out so you can see your gauge better. Also has the hardware, the bracket and everything to mount it in your dash, console, wherever you want to mount it. Another thing I liked about it was the wiring harness. It actually clips in the back of the gauge. This is a Intellitronics gauge right here, and most gauges are like this. The wires just run out of the back. So that's nice to have. Majority of my gauges for my dash are going to be Intellitronics. It's over here. I'm going to put a few more gauges on this side. I'm going to put a volt meter, air pressure for my air tank, and trans temp gauge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily hook this up to a battery so you guys can see the display. Okay, I'm going to hook this gauge up to a 18 volt drill battery so you guys can see the display. Cycles through. First it does your volts from your battery. As you can see, it's blinking 18 volts because that's the battery I'm running off of right now. Does this for 30 seconds and then it'll go to the PSI of your air tank. I like how the Air Zenith lights up, the air pressure lights up. It's got a nice blue to the actual gauge. Now it's going to register the 220, which is the max PSI. Now if your tank goes above 220, it's going to flash like this as a warning, because the max of this gauge is only 220. So it's going to flash like this as a warning. My tank's only going to be probably around 200 PSI, so I won't have to worry about this. But yeah, that's the rundown of the Air Zenith digital air pressure gauge.